Hello! I'm early. And yes, I know I look awful. I'll explain later. So I set the start at 1:15. It's my conservative effort to not get there too early. But it turns out this game did start at 1:05, and we have a touchback, so you didn't miss anything. Kyler Murray is leading the Cardinals at quarterback. They get the first drive, and they have a screen to James Conner, who gets a first down. Nice. All right. Gotta continue having my protest shirt hang around. This isn't the best setup, but it'll have to do. So, Connor got to the 41. Murray's under center now and fakes the handoff. Oh! And he was under pressure early. I think they were trying to do another screen, but Murray was forced to throw it right away a little early and wound up got it to McBride, although he would have lost yards if they had caught that. So he was wise to let it fall through his arms. It's now 2nd and 10 as a result. And they hand off to Connor this time. And he gets 2 yards. Officially, they only credit him with 1. So it's 3rd and 9. For some reason, this game is on CBS, even though it's an NFC game. Typically, Fox has those. Maybe they're just trying a little bit of variety. Who knows? Okay. Murray's in the gun this time. Back to pass. Able to get it off. And gets it to Zay Jones. We have a Zay Jones sighting. He's rarely in the mix compared to McBride and Marvin Harrison. And they say only had 1 catch coming into the season. But he had a good one there and got a first down. Murray under center, and he hands it off to Connor again. And Connor makes a greater yardage this time, about 7. And unfortunately, we've got a flag. Early ref ball. Oh, 12 men on the field for the defense. So, even though they made more yardage on the run, they're going to accept the penalty, and it'll be 1st and 5. 53 is the guilty party. And it wasn't like Murray was trying to do the Aaron Rodgers thing deliberately. Hello, whoever is in here. Feel free to chat me up if you want. Murray's under the gun and hands off to Connor yet again. And this time he gets tackled for a loss. So, that was a disappointment. And as I'm seeing in the scroll underneath, we have the finals going on, but they're already ready to start the 2nd down, so we'll go over them a little bit later. Probably at the first genuine commercial timeout. Benson is now the running back. And they fake their handoff to him. Murray back to pass, and he guns it. Oh, he gets it to Wilson. Touchdown! Yes, 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 yes. They had a habit Carolina starting well on the first drive of the day, and they do it again. And I dropped my back scratcher. Yeah, he got in. Murray, for it being a long pass, kind of floated it over to him. Six plays, 70 yards, a little over 3 minutes. Bryant still. Oh, Ryland, who's still the place kicker. Prater's still hurt. And it's 7-0. Good start for our Cards. All right, we have a commercial timeout in earnest. We'll go over the scores from earlier in the day. Most of the games have already completed. Well, actually, NFL likes to stall in their updates. But I know the Vikings beat the Falcons because I was watching Jade's stream earlier today. Philadelphia, I also saw on TV, hang on to beat Carolina. That was an unusually close game, but the Panthers are doing quite well for a team with a god-awful losing record. Tampa Bay easily beat the Raiders, so no surprise there for once. And Jacksonville beat Tennessee in a true tank bowl game, given Lawrence, the Jags quarterback's on IR. As if the concussion wasn't bad enough, he'd been battling a shoulder injury, and he's finally going to get that taken care of with surgery. So it'll be Mac Jones quarterbacking the Jags from here on out. It's only 3 of the games, it turns out, have finished in the early goings. The Saints are up against the Giants. The Jets and the Dolphins are quite close, and the Jets actually have the lead, which would be horrible for the Dolphins' playoff chances if they lose this one. Pittsburgh's leading Cleveland as well. All of the NFC West teams are playing the afternoon games at home. Besides my Cardinals, the Rams are at home against Buffalo. The Niners are at home against the Bears. Neither of those 2 games have started yet. And we now go ahead with the start of Seattle doing their offensive thing. Michael Wilson's really made a name for himself as a Cardinal. Ryland will do the kickoff. So Cardinals apparently employ a DJ. Shouldn't really be surprised about that these days, with hip-hop culture dominating the way it is. The kick is off, and it's actually going to be returned. And we have a very weird situation going on. So number one, I can't see his name. Oh, Darden. He stumbled his way onward. The ball came loose, but he was already ruled down by contact. So Seattle did not have a good return game last week against the Jets, so that was Darden's debut with the Hawks. Smith is back to pass. He gets Charbonnet on the wideout run. Is forced out of bounds. It's second down. Apparently, Kenneth Walker is hurt. Another injury in an injury-filled season for the whole league. Charbonnet is starting now. Smith is in the gun, and he hands off to Charbonnet, and he gets a couple, but it is short of the first down. Third and 1, 11 minutes left in the quarter. Smith's in the gun. Takes a snap, is back to pass, gets it off to his tight end, number 87, Noah Fant. Forced out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down. So, that was Thompson with the tackle. Smith is under center this time. Fakes the handoff to Charbonnet, is back to pass, and he gets it to Charbonnet in midfield. Gets it to the 47. It looked like he was trying to go long, but he didn't see anything he liked and did what they call the check down. And they're introducing the Cardinal defense. Gradually getting a few people back that were injured early in the season, like L.J. Collier. And we have a handoff to number 25 of the Seahawks, who gets the first down, McIntosh. And they're showing on the highlights Miami tying the score against the Jets. It's overtime down south. Smith under center, fakes the handoff, is back to pass. He gets off the screen to Charbonnet, who's getting quite a bit, and forced out of bounds ultimately. Cardinals had a rush going against Smith, but he's able to get the pass off in time. That was Buda Baker with the force out. And then we had a little bit of a scrum. DK Metcalf is there trying to face guard Ray Lopez, the nose tackle for the Cardinals. Got to be careful doing that. Smith is now back to pass again. He gets it off to number 11, Smith and Jigba, who is forced out of bounds. So they're showing how the defense has really stepped it up for the Cardinals, particularly at home. They haven't allowed a touchdown since week 3, which was against the Redskins. It's now 2nd and 2. Smith under center. Smith and Jigba's in motion. The handoff is to McIntosh, but he's prevented from getting the first down. Let's see if they credit him with a gain of any sort. Meantime, the Seahawks have gone 16 games without an opening drive touchdown themselves. Excuse me. Okay, Smith's in the gun. Back to pass. Gets it off quickly to Fant, who is tackled, but not before getting the first down. Williams with the tackle. So a lot of dinking and dunking going on with the Seahawks pass game. So a nice sustained drive by the Seahawks for the start. Let's see if they can get it in. It's first and goal at the 9 of the Cardinals. Run by Charbonnet, and he is brought down for a loss. That was Jones, number 96, the first man there. And then there was the gang tackle. And it's official. The Steelers beat Cleveland. Tomlin has his 18th straight winning season as a coach there. He's headed for the Pro Football Hall of Fame for sure. No backs for the Seahawks this time. And now we've got a flag. Let's see what the call is. So the Cardinals are guilty of too many men on the field now. It looks like he got in on time, but apparently he has to be off before they line up. They're fully lined up before the snap. So, free couple of yards for the Seahawks, half the distance. Smith hands it off to Charbonnet. He gets to the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal. And things are moving quickly in this quarter, nearly 5 minutes left. We haven't even gone past 20 minutes of actual time. Okay. Smith's in the gun again. 3 receivers to the right. Smith back to pass. And he can't get it complete. Brown, 86, a deep reserve tight end, was in the vicinity but couldn't get it. So it'll be 17 straight games that CL can't score a touchdown. And it'll be a field goal attempt. And Jason Myers will be the one to kick it off. He's had a pretty good season, 85% completion rate, certainly better than a couple other kickers in the league. The kick is up, and it is good. 7-3 Cardinals. All right. So, let's take a look at any updated scores. The Saints did end up beating the Giants, who fall deeper and deeper into the cellar as New Orleans is still trying to fight for a late playoff spot. And given how bad the NFC South is, there is a chance they could still get it. With the Bucs beating the Raiders, they're now in the lead in that division. The Falcons losing drops them a game back, and the Saints are now just 2 games back. And then the Panthers, they've been out for a while now from title contention. And that loss against the Eagles, however hard fought it was, they're in the running for the number 1 pick in the draft again. Well, it looks like they're headed in the right direction with their new head coach. You do not want to be in the position of continually firing your head coaches after just a year or 2 or 3. Okay, none of the other games have a score yet. They're just getting started in both LA and San Fran. And my Sun Devils. Forgot to talk about my Sun Devils. How could I forget? They won the Big 12 title first year in the conference. Way to go, guys. Way to go. As for my Suns, Durant is back. Or he was back, along with Beal. But now Durant's hurt again. And the Suns are back to their struggling ways. So, CL's going to kick it off. Myers with the kick. We'll see if it's another touchback again. And the answer is yes. Don't know why I'm yawning. I just got pumped up by that touchdown a while ago. But didn't have a good night's sleep at any rate. So Murray's under center as the Cards start off their next drive. Pitches it out to Connor, who gets around to the outside but can only get about 2 yards. So after his first run that didn't count, he struggled to gain any traction. We have a Leslie Frazier sighting as an assistant for the Seahawks. And pass by Murray, and it's caught by Marvin Harrison Jr., but there's a flag on the play, and Harrison slips on that solid cement-like part of the sideline. But he looks okay. While that was all going on, the Cardinals were caught for a holding penalty. Froholt, number 72, was the guilty party. So it's 2nd and 19. Ugh. Murray's in the gun. Connor's to his right. Murray back to pass. Gets it off quickly. Oh, it's intercepted. Ernest Jones, number 13. Ugh. Murray is having quite a bit of trouble with picks again. And Seattle takes advantage early. Tried to get to Harrison. And Murray apparently did not see him. Murray's obviously upset with himself, as well he should be. So, Geno Smith's in the gun, back to pass, and he wants to get it early, and he gets it with Smith and Jigba. One play drive, and the Seahawks are up in the lead. Ugh. Now, this is the thing about rooting for your favorite team while doing these streams. There's always the potential for extreme disappointment. Whereas, if it was for two teams that you're not necessarily having a rooting interest for, you can just enjoy the potential of a good game. Myers with the kick for the extra point. It's good. Ugh. Yeah, Domino's pizza commercial doing their side dishes, which used to be bread bowls, which they've eliminated for some reason, which is a terrible disappointment as far as I'm concerned. I really love the Domino's bread bowls. I'm never big on watching commercials. I keep them muted for a reason, but if there's something I happen to note, I will talk about it. So, Niners are up already against the Bears. Both teams desperately trying to stay in the playoff race. Rams and Bills are still scoreless. Cardinals, this is as much of a must-win game as you could have. Because they already lost to the Seahawks 2 weeks ago. In order for them to stay in the race, they got to beat the Hawks and eliminate that one game advantage the Seahawks have on them. A wreath in front of a desert park. Desert Botanical Gardens. Just like they do at the zoos, they have other places to go to see Christmas decorations. And we have a touchback. So we got the Men of the Year nominees. The Cardinals one is Trey McBride, their tight end. For the Seahawks, it's Uchenna Nwosu, the linebacker. So, good to see who's up for that award. Was such a huge fan of Walter Payton in the day. Okay, Murray's in the gun, 2 backs on each of his sides. They hand it off to Connor. And again, little yardage. Okay, Murray back to pass again. He's in trouble, but gets it off. Oh no, another interception. This time it's Kobe Bryant, number 8. There is a flag on the play. Let's hold off on that for a minute. Nope, holding on the offense again. They'll obviously decline the penalty. Yeah. The guy who was getting pressure on Murray was the one who was being held up. So, already I'm suffering through early disappointment. I so rarely get to see the Cardinals on TV. I did see them win once at least. I thought they didn't have a snowball's chance in hell of doing so against the Niners on the road. Driving me to drink very quickly. So the Golden Globes is back on TV. Apparently it's going to be on CBS. It's way early now, January 5th. So let's see what Seattle can do. Derek Hall was the one putting pressure on Murray. Ball's on the Cardinals 46. Charbonnet's in motion. Smith's now back to pass. Gets it off to Smith and Jigma. And he gets a nice chunky yardage past the 30 to about the 27. Smith starting off very well. 8 of 9 in completions. And Miami has beaten the Jets, so they're still in playoff contention, although a bit distant. Smith's under center. Fant in motion. He hands off to Charbonnet. Another nice chunky yardage. He's with past the 10 and the 5, about the 3. So the Cardinals are risking going into an early hole. Okay, Smith in the gun. Hands off again to Charbonnet. He gets to the 1. And they're going to do a no huddle. with Smith in the gun. And it's a handoff to Charbonnet again. No, he's short. He got halfway there to the half-yard line. So nice stop by the Cardinals. And his knee was down. Ball didn't even cross the plane. He got his hand across the plane, but that doesn't count. 3rd and goal. Oh, no. Hold on a second. Smith is under center. Charbonnet is going to get the touchdown. The Cardinals had another too many men on the field situation, but there was no flag this time. He got off in time. And Charbonnet on the sweep. Got great blocking from his line and receivers. And those Seahawks fans who arrived in the Phoenix, or the ones who were already there, making their presence felt. And it's 17-7 Seahawks. Still in the first quarter, 16 seconds left. Oh, damn. I do not want to be done with this stream by halftime. Let's see what the Cards can do on this next drive. Excuse me. 3 weeks ago, I tripped and fell in my work's parking garage, banged up my shoulder pretty bad. And then last night, I slipped in my tub and fell, and now have another bruise, part of my anatomy bruised badly right under my shoulder. Sometimes I think I fractured a rib. I think it's just a deep bruise. I can already see where it was. Myers is kicking it off again. This will be for the fourth time. For the fourth time, it's a touchback. All right, Kyler. Just be careful when you're throwing it this time. They're saying this is the first time he's thrown back-to-back interceptions on back-to-back drives. Picked a heck of a time to start doing that. So he doesn't throw an interception this time. He gets it to Harrison Jr., but it's only for 7 yards. And though he was forced out of bounds, the clock continues to run, and we were going to be going into the second quarter. So this will be a good time for them to talk over as to what they want to do. I really need to rest, but I want to see my Cardinals on the TV. It happens so rarely. So I made sure I got up at 8 to listen to Casey Kasem's rerun of American Top 40. Watch a stream, someone else's stream, doing the Vikings and Falcons, and doing a nice job of it. Here's to you, Jade. Miss Red, Yellow, and Purple. We have the latest action picture on the screen. Craven the Hunter. Odd time to have that in what's usually under the blockbuster summer window, but not that it matters to me. Been a while since I've seen a movie. Ugh. It'll probably be a while longer since I don't see any obvious places to watch in cinemas in Hillsboro. But thank you for sticking around. Feel free to chat me up about anything you want. Take off your jacket and stay a while. It's that type of weather. And we're back at the action. Murray fakes the handoff, gets the pass off to number 87. Ryman, the backup tight end, gets a first down. I approve of this message. And I approve of this message too. So, ball is actually in Seahawks territory again, about the 48. Connor's alone back in the backfield. Murray's under center. Gets it off to Connor again. But again, he can't get much and is forced out of bounds. Maybe a yard and a half. So 2nd and 9 officially at the 47. Murray fakes the handoff, is back to pass, gets it to Connor, who fights for getting the first down, but is just short. Does get about 8 yards. Knight with the tackle for the Seahawks. It's interesting, the Cardinals' rankings. They're 6th in the rush, 22nd in the pass, but they can't get much of the running game going. So, Murray's in the gun. And he hands it off to Connor, who patiently gets in position behind his blockers, and he gets the first down. Finally got something more than 2 yards on a rush. Gets about 5. Yeah, Ryman had the key block to get him free for a first down. And yeah, Connor's got a 2-year, nearly $20 million extension. I approve that message too. Hand off to Connor, who gets a nice run. Oh my goodness, he had a huge hole and gets down to the Seahawks 11. That's why you keep the run game going, to eventually try and wear that defense out. There was no one there at the line of scrimmage to get in his way. And then he broke a tackle, and Witherspoon had to come in from behind to get him. Murray's in the gun again and fakes the throw, gets the handoff to Connor, who gets past the 10, gets to about the 9.5. And if you're just arriving, thank you for joining in. Feel free to chat me up on any old thing you want to talk about. Officially 2nd and 8. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. A lot of big man lineup on the line. And incomplete pass. Some people thought it might be a fumble, but his arm was going forward according to the refs. And now we have a new term in the football lexicon, calling a pass back. Ugh, damn it. I'm messing with the cords and then the TV went off. We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. Ugh, damn it. I don't know how the heck that happened. Ugh. And now I got my headphones tangled along the chair. Sorry about that. For some reason, that power strip isn't working the way it should. It's not supposed to be causing hiccups. Come on, come on. Bet you find this entertaining, don't you? Okay. We at least get the main screen up. I have a Kindle. I have an Amazon Fire TV, so it's not like I can go straight to whatever channel I want. I gotta navigate through a menu. Let's see what I missed. Whatever it was, we're now at commercial. Ay. Let's see. Let's go to NFL.com and see what I might have missed. Looks like they were able to get a field goal. Murray tried a pass that was incomplete to Zay Jones. But Ryland got the 28-yarder. Yay! All right. So, all right. We're good with the cord thing. And my headphone cord thing, too. As we look at the other NFC West scores, the Bills and Rams are tied at the end of the first quarter. 49ers still up 7-0 over the Bears. And we're finally back to the action. Ryland will kick it off. Seahawks tried to return it last time. Let's see if they are able to do it this time. Looks like no. They're showing who the remaining opponents' winning percentage is for all of the NFC West teams. Arizona has the lowest. Everybody else, the teams they play are above 500. So Smith's in the gun. Smith and Jigba is in motion. And it's a draw to McIntosh, who easily gets a first down to about the 47 of the Seahawks. Nice hole the offensive line made. Smith now back to pass. Oh, he's in trouble. Got it off before he was sacked. And able to get off in the vicinity of a tight end. So it'll be 2nd and 10. No intentional grounding. And Smith needs to get his jersey back over his shoulder pad. So there's a safety blitz by Mac Wilson, and now we've got a flag on the play, a very, 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 very late one. They may call him for intentional grounding after all. Oh, they do. Well, that's a bit of a surprise. He was still in the pocket, and they considered the guy he threw it to not eligible. We may have gotten away with one there. I mean, sometimes when you're under duress, you aren't able to get full range of motion throwing the ball. Smith was arguing that, but now he's back to pass again. Gets it to McIntosh, who is quickly brought down by number 16, Melton, brother of Packers receiver Bo Melton. So we got a 3rd and 20 situation going on. All right. Cardinals doing the prevent defense thing. Charbonnet's in motion for the Seahawks. Smith back to pass. He gets it to Charbonnet. And he gets plastered. Not even getting to the original line of scrimmage. So, all right. Hawks will be forced to punt. Michael Dixon is the punter. He apparently was dealing with injuries of some sort. They said earlier they weren't sure if he was even going to be able to hold for field goals and extra points. And Dixon gets it off. Oh, Dortch is going to return it. There was a Seahawk right in front of him, went by him, and allowed Dortch to get upfield. That was not something I'm used to seeing. So we got a commercial timeout. Dortch, for what it's worth, got up to about the 17, I'd say. But they'll be, wherever he got up to, they'll be starting from behind the 20. So they've got some distance to go. And we're at commercial timeout now. As I continue to wet my whistle. So let's see if the Cardinals can go ahead and continue on with their yardage-making ways. As we have an aging Dolph Lundgren show for FanDuel. A lot of people you don't expect to do commercials are doing them lately. Must be getting paid rather handsomely. Let's see. Eventually, I'm going to have to take a look at and see how my Star Trek Fleet Command game is going, but it's not going to be now. Ooh, Sarita Candy Company. Is that from Arizona? Oh, this is making me salivate. Oh, they've got chocolate-covered football Twinkies. Chocolate-covered football-looking Twinkies. So we got a pitch out to Benson, who gets a first down and then some. And he gets up to the 33, getting a first down. Biggest run play of the day for the Cardinals. Nice start. And Benson's still in the backfield. Murray's under center. Fake the handoff. Murray's in trouble already, and he gets sacked. Well, at least he didn't force a pick this time. Murray wasn't so much sacked as he fell, and a Seahawks D lineman put his hand on him afterwards. But it registers as a sack. It's a 9-yard loss. Murray's under the gun. Benson's to his left. Hands it off to Benson, who doesn't do much better. So it'll be third and very long. So let's see how this goes. Murray in the gun. Now back to pass. They do the wide running back screen for DeMercado this time, but he only gets 7, and they'll be forced to punt. Gillikin will kick it off. The snap is the way, and so is the punt. Way back goes the Seattle returner, which is Darden again. And he's forced out of bounds before he gets to the 20. And he's getting gimpy. accidentally stepped on a guy's foot. And he looked in quite obvious pain when he went to the ground. All right. Ugh. Check on scores one more time. Oh, the Rams have taken a lead on the Bills by 10. 49ers have another touchdown against the Bears. That's not good news. That's not the news I want to hear. I need to step away for a minute. Gotta do some work on my game. You may hear the sirens going off. And the various whistles indicate I done scored some points in an event. So this ball's been put at exactly the 20. Smith's under center. Lone's back in the backfield. They hand it off to that back. It's Charbonnet who gets nothing. Encouraging sign. I wear headphones because I want to hear what's going on with the announcers. Occasionally they'll have some good nuggets to throw around. It just seems to me unnatural to do this with closed captioning because you don't get to hear the crowd, you don't get to hear some interesting facts or the enthusiasm from the announcers themselves. As Charbonnet gets a big run this time, but there's a flag on the play. One of Jade's headbands has made an appearance again. Holding on the offense. Wipes out the big run. They'll have to replay second down, and the ball goes all the way back to the 10. All right. Now, they're not going to say it was 51 was the guilty party of the center, but they don't really do a good job on CBS of reinforcing with a graphic who it was on. So, second penalty on the Seahawks for the day. It's 2nd and 20 now. Smith in the gun. Gets the ball back to pass. Dumps it off to Metcalf, who hurdles over his tackler, but ultimately forced out of bounds at the 24. So it'll be third down. So Thomas, the fourth, got the first hit, and then White kept him going out of bounds. Well, this first half's really flown by. Almost just a little over 4 minutes left in the half altogether. Smith is under the gun. Smith and Jigba's in motion. We had a blitz going on, and then the officials decide to whistle the play dead. Delay a game on the offense. I wonder if that was crowd-induced. And that was quite obvious. You never know with the refs. It seems this year they've kind of been overly lenient on the delay of game situations. Oh, actually, it was the Cardinals who only have 2 penalties. Seattle now has 4. Forgive me. So it's 3rd and 10. Back to the 19 and a half. Smith sounds like he's doing an audible. Charbonnet's to his left. Trips to the top. Now we got Fant in motion. Another blitz. Oh my goodness. He was able to get to Smith and Jigma, who had to pick up the ball at his feet. It was that low. And then he breaks away for a little more. It looked like the Cardinals were going to get him. They were blitzing again, but they were just a bit too late. Thomas was the one who went up making the tackle. And now we have a run by Charbonnet again. He gets about 5. Ooh, that ball barely avoided scraping the ground. And the Seahawks didn't seem too confident that it didn't hit the ground, so they hurried it up. But I think they would have. It was the correct call to make it complete. 2nd and 5 on the 49 of the Seahawks, and Charbonnet. Oh no, he's breaking it, and he gets the touchdown. You talk about football being a game of inches. Sometimes it's a game of fractions of an inch. I mean, maybe he had an 1/8 of an inch before the ball hit the ground on that last pass, and then they take advantage of it and get a 51-yard touchdown by Charbonnet. And the extra point by Myers is good. Well, the Cardinals really need to get their act together, and they have some serious talking to do at halftime. Time for me to go back to my game. Or at least I know I can change the outcome of events. Ugh. right. Coming back. Looks like we got a completion to Marvin Harrison Jr. Some hand fighting with Woolen. Ball's in the 42 now. Murray's in the gun. Back to pass, and he's in trouble. Gets it off to Connor, and he's forced out of bounds, and we've got another flag on the play. We got laundry. Bit of chippiness, apparently, that we couldn't see. But we got holding on the offense again. Paris Johnson, the guilty party. The highly touted rookie we got in the previous year's draft. And it's officially the 2-minute warning, so another commercial timeout and another chance for me to do some work on my game. I'm sorry, I got nothing more to talk about. Because apparently people are too shy to chat with me. I don't know if you want to hear commercials through my headphones, so I'll mute it. And that's it for my Minute Maid. Have to refresh my flow at halftime. It's interesting how many events they'll do on a Sunday. I wonder if the game makers account for the fact that that's a big day with American football. I'm cleaning up in that game. In the meantime, Murray's back to pass on 1st and 20. Tried to get to Wilson, but it was too far away. Wilson's able to get a fingertip on it, but couldn't haul it in. It's now 2nd and 20. And the Niners are up by 3 touchdowns over the Bears. Well, they're getting back on the block. Lousy news for my Cardinals. Murray's back to pass again. Gets it to Dortch, who is forced out of bounds. Stops the clock. Both teams have all of their timeouts still. And they're showing a highlight of the latest Niner touchdown, which I didn't want to see and didn't ask for. So 3rd and 15. Murray's in the gun again. They got to get to the Seahawks 48 for the first down. Back to pass. They chuck to DeMercado, and he loses a yard. Murray just couldn't find anyone downfield, and he went for the easy catch. And so the Seahawks call a timeout so they can get more time for another potentially scoring drive towards the end. And Gillikin was hurt enough that they're going to have Chad Ryland, the field goal kicker, doing punting duty. Now, if he goes down, I wonder who they're going to get to do either of those duties. Mercifully, there's no rush to the punter, while Darden does the fair catch at the 27. So we have a 30-second timeout while the Seahawks get ready for what probably is the final drive of the half. Okay, now I'm done with my Minute Maid. Murray doesn't look terribly hopeful. He's shaking his head again. Or maybe he's looking at his Windows pad. Well, anyway, it's at the 28 officially. Smith is in the gun, now back to pass. Gets it to his tight end, Fant, but not for a lot. Got to about the 34, and that was it. The clock is still running. They don't look like they're in much of a hurry to try another score. 1:05 left. Now a minute. Time's still going. They hand the ball off to McIntosh. And clock's still running. They get the first down, but they're going to do the hurry up thing. 40 seconds left. 38, 36, 34. Smith finally has it snapped at 32 seconds to go. And it's caught low by McIntosh. But he couldn't get out of bounds in the process, or didn't think to get out of bounds. So that forces the Seahawks to finally call a timeout. Well, now it's just a matter of the Cardinals just hoping to avoid a blowout-style lead. And the Seahawks only have one final timeout left. Smith in the gun again. Falls officially at the Seahawks 49. Smith in trouble, but he's still... Oh, he's in big trouble now. But he was really under pressure. He got the pass off to Falani, another deep roving running back. And they ended up losing a yard. Oh, Holani, excuse me. So 17 seconds left. It's a 3rd and 6. Smith's in the gun again. Back to pass. Throws it. Oh, almost picked. It was intended for Metcalf, number 23. Demerson had his hands on it. Oh, Murphy Bunting it was. Taylor Demerson tried to get it off the deflection, but neither of them could get their hands on it. So it's actually going to be a punt. Good job. Dixon's punting. And Dortch is, well, he was in the position to fair catch it, but it's down inside the 5. And you can bet your bottom dollar that the Murray's going to take a knee, and that's going to be it. So Cardinals are able to stop the bleeding, at least in the metaphoric sense. The figurative sense. Mercifully, the half ends. Coach Gannon at halftime, not much to say to Evan Washburn. So, let's see. They're going to commercial. I'd like to be able to see anytime I can highlights at halftime. Although for the afternoon games, there's not that much to show because they kick it back to the local network's news typically. So I'm going to go back to my game. I'm going to unmute it briefly. At least I'll be some distance from the headset so I won't have to hear the commercials. Time for me to earn some points. Okay. They got the halftime show up. Let's see what they have to say about the game. But first, they're going to do the morning games. So the Rams apparently got a touchdown on a blocked punt. A lot of guys are punting after the ball into the stands after they score a touchdown. I don't know what the deal is with that. Because you can get fined serious money. Well, maybe not serious money, but you can get fined some money if you let official balls go. At least that's the way it was back in the day. And because the Seahawks have a 2 touchdown lead, they'll focus on their highlights. Coach Cowers made a good point about how Murray hasn't really gotten and been his running self whenever he's pressured in the pocket. He's actually got -1 yards, and that's because he did the kneel down just before halftime. Smith seems to be handling the pressure a lot better. So we'll see if they have anything more to say or if they'll just go straight to the announcers. And with that having been said, time to go back to the game. Gotta make sure I know when the appropriate time is to get back to this game. Time to put some stuff away too. Okay, they got the first half stats. Obviously not in our favor. So Ryland's going to kick it off, unfortunately, since we got the first half, first kickoff. It's going to be the Seahawks getting a chance to get a return in the second half to start. And the kick is away. It's deep in the end zone. Touchback. Okay. And we have a handoff to start to Charbonnet, who gets about 6. And Charbonnet's having to retie his shoe. Smith's now under center. And he hands it off to Charbonnet again, and he loses a yard. Okay. Buda Baker with a tackle. Here's a guy the Cards need to re-sign. And it's an end around to Smith and Jigba. Oh. He, in doing the end around, got around a would-be tackler. It looked like he might get there to get the first down, but he did not get to the first down marker. Cardinals forced him out of bounds just before the first down marker. So it's 4th and 1. Dixon is going to punt for the Seahawks. And the punt is away. And it bounces, fortunately for Dortch, into the end zone. Dixon was able to get it inside the 10, but it took a Cardinal bounce into the end zone. Okay, I got to see what I need to replenish my liquid intake. It's past lunchtime, so I probably should make myself some pizza. Take some time to get it out of the wrapper. So we'll go back to the action. Let's see if the Cardinals can't narrow the Seahawks lead. Roof is open. Looking nice. 70 degrees. God, I miss that weather. It's overcast here in Portland Metro. Looks like it's going to rain later on, if it hasn't done so already. Murray under center, hands it off to Connor, and he nearly gets a first down. So far, so good. Second and 1 now. Hand it off to Connor again, but he can't get past the line of scrimmage. Leonard Williams, who had quite the adventure trying to get 92 yards down the field after intercepting the ball. Well, they were late in showing the action as they were showing off Leonard Williams' jersey, which is now in the Hall of Fame after that 92-yard return for a touchdown. There was a flag on the play on the Cardinals, illegal formation, but apparently they couldn't get the first down, so they declined the penalty. Connor ran into his own lineman trying to get a first down. This will be interesting. It looks like they're going for it. They are. Oh, nice! They had a weird formation, and Connor was able to get the first down, but another flag on the play. Holding on the offense. Johnson, again, the guilty party. So, so the Cardinals are forced to punt it. Ryland's going to punt again. And he gets it off okay. And Darden fair catches it at the 37. Ryland getting his money's worth today. And doing a good job of being a substitute punter. But what they really need to do is score touchdowns, not punt it. Okay, looks like they're back in action. Smith is under center. And fakes the handoff to Charbonnet. Back to pass. Now he can't find anybody. He is forced to hand it off to Dar. So that was 88. Barner, I don't know if that's the guy's name, if I heard it right, number 88, but he got the first down, bowling over a Cardinal in the process. Smith under center again, hands it off to Charbonnet, who gets nothing. Buda Baker doing the job. So 2nd and 10. Smith in the gun. Charbonnet in motion. Smith back to pass. He gets it off to Metcalf. Only a gain of 3 yards, though. And Baker again in on the tackle. I keep getting Metcalf confused with Tyler Lockett, the 2 veterans of the wide receiving corps. Smith in the gun. They're in Cardinals territory at the 47. Smith back to pass. Able to get it to Metcalf again. So the Niners are up 24-0 over the Bears. More bad news from our front. So at the 29, Smith gets it off to Charbonnet, who's tackled just short of the first down, a gain of about 8. So 2nd and 2, almost halfway through the 3rd quarter. Smith hands it off to Charbonnet, and he gets the first down easily, getting down to the 15. So Seahawks not suffering the absence of Walker too much. And they've got everyone on the line now. Toss to Charbonnet. Only gets about a yard. Ugh. All right. Officially got no gain. 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion. Smith pitched it to Smith and Jigba, but he couldn't hang on to it. And he loses 4. So, lucky break for the Cardinals there. Smith kind of pitched it towards his head. And Smith and Jigba was acting more like he was trying to shield his face from it. Okay, 3rd and 14. Smith in the gun. Charbonnet's to his left. Smith now back to pass, and he uncorks it quickly. And Lockett had it, but couldn't hold on to it. Max Melton there to defend the pass. And, he had until the last nanosecond. He was kind of bobbling it. It looked like he had his fingertips over it, but couldn't complete the path of the catch. And Myers will attempt another field goal. Again, all the Cardinals can do is stop the bleeding. The field goal's good. I gotta go ahead and start microwaving my pizza. We got sausage home run in pizza on the menu. Okay. So they're going over all the titles the NFC West teams have won in the last 20 years. Murray just got to McBride, who tried to high jump over defenders again. And now they're going to do the hurry up. Murray's in the gun, and he's having trouble getting people to follow his directions, apparently. So much for the hurry up. McBride did get a first down. He's at the 41. And Murray tries to get to Harrison quickly, but he has Seattle defender draped all over him. Seahawks have apparently done well to keep McBride in check. 2nd and 10. Murray back to pass, and pass was batted down. So 3rd and 10. Seattle's blitzing, and they catch them at it. Oh, DeMercado was able to get past the defender, break a tackle, but he couldn't get the distance needed to get the first down. So really no choice for the Cardinals. They've got to go for it. Murray's in the gun. He's back to pass. And he gets it to McBride. And he got the first down. So one of the few instances where going on fourth down in your own territory is justified. So they got to the Seahawks 38. They do the hurry up thing again. And he gets it to Harrison. And they get a first down. Again. And more hurry up from Murray and company. Ball's at the 24. Murray back to pass. He gets it to McBride again. Forced out of bounds at the 18. So he got 6. Again, no huddle. They hand it off to Connor. He got 3, but then he decided to try and get around the defense and wound up losing yards. And the only total gain was about 1. Well, they give him forward progress. So the ball's just outside the 15. And he hands off to Connor again. Oh, he's got it and more. And he's trying to wreck the defense for more yardage. And it looks like he hurt a couple of Seahawks in the process. We have an injury timeout with Jones of the Seahawks defense down. Didn't seem to be an obvious injury in that instance. We'd have to look at it a little closer. So 2:02 left in the third. I think he got accidentally kneed by his own guy going down. For what it's worth, he actually drove his shoulder into Connor's head. So, try and act dirty, you pay for it. So, less than 2 minutes left in the third. First and goal at the 2. Murray looks like Murray was running out of the pocket, looking like he might try and run for a touchdown, but the Seahawks defense kept him in check, so he tried to throw it into McBride, but Reek Woolen on the defense kept it from being a touchdown. The refs were making some sort of announcement, but I couldn't quite hear what they were saying. So, Murray under center. I formation. Hand off to Connor. He gets a yard, but can't get into the end zone. Murray under the gun this time. Connor's to his right. Oh, shovel pass to Connor, who gets it into the end zone. Touchdown. Did the shovel pass thing. And caught the ends of the Seahawks defense off guard. And it was quite a hole that Connor was able to go through. Oh, they're going to go for 2. And they got a tackle as an eligible receiver thing going on. Interesting. Murray is in the gun. Fakes the handoff to Connor. Does the end around himself. And finally runs on his own. Gets the 2-point conversion. Why, given it doesn't make it a 1-score game, I don't know. All right. Time to get some food in my stomach. Don't know if you can see me do it, but you're more than welcome to take a look. I think we're in a bit of so we're getting So Ryland kicks it off, and it's touchback. Seahawks are on offense now. Only 1:05 left in the quarter. Smith is under center. Fakes the handoff. Is back to pass. Gets it off. Brown. Gets 6, but no more. Oh, and the Rams are leading the Bills by 17. Ugh. The Cardinals better win this one, or they were already in trouble. Now they're going to be even more serious trouble. Smith hands it off to McIntosh, but he only gets about a yard, if that. It's put up or shut up time for this Cardinal team. Looks like it's going to be the last play of the third quarter, so they try to do the hurry up, but it's weird as to when it's done, but the refs stood in front of Smith and wouldn't let him start the play until the defense was set. And by that time, the quarter was over. So, to whoever is joining me at the commercial break, thank you for showing up, although it was an inopportune time. And now I'm going to go and help myself to some more pizza. Wait a minute. Didn't I get off on time? Oh no, it's just minor damage. Okay. Defense did good to deny a first down for Seattle, so they're going to punt it. And Dixon gets it off. George fields it at the 8, and he's going to try to run it. But he's chased down at the 16 by number 83, Young. And the Bills have cut the Rams lead to 10. Okay, I need a Cardinals win and everyone else to lose. Well, the Bears have actually put up some points, so they've cut down the 49ers lead. Murray's in the gun, hands it to Connor right away. But he only gets about a 1.5. They're really struggling to keep the D-line off of their running backs. Especially when they try and go around the end. Murray does the no-huddle thing. Caught the announcers off guard, too. And it was batted away by Woolen. And now we got a late flag. So they got Harrison Jr. with offensive pass interference. Who was furious when the flag wasn't thrown right away. So it's 2nd and 17. So empty backfield as Murray is in the gun. Back to pass. Gets it to DeMercado, who only gains 4, between 3 and 4. So it's another, they really got to get this first down time for the Cardinals. Dortch is in motion. Now Murray's back to pass with a 5-man front. And he's forced out of bounds way before he gets a chance to try for the first down. Officially only 3 yards gained. Fourth and 11, they have no choice, unfortunately, but the punt. Ryland punts it away. Not a good punt. And it'll be fortunate if they consider it gotten at the 50. Or that it got to the 50 in proper use of English language. Ugh. Okay, the action is back. 12-10 left in the game. Smith is back to pass. He had Fant wide open, but it was overthrown. Smith has had a very efficient game, 21 of 26, and a TD. He's in the gun now. Oops! We got obvious laundry. False start on number 67. Lucas is the guilty party. Oh, no, Cross. Sorry about that. Trying to get some of the pizza out of my corners of my mouth. 2nd and 15 now. Smith is audibling. And he's back to pass now. And he's under pressure, but he gets it off to Charbonnet, who gets past the 50 to the 48. But hold on. We got laundry. And Zaven Collins looks a little banged up. Penalty looks like it's going to be holding on the Seahawks. Oh, there are 2 fouls. Illegal shift and holding. They'll accept the holding penalty. And the Rams scored again. Second and 25. Smith back to pass. And had Metcalf, but again, a little too far. So 3rd down and 25 now. That, I think, was a catchable ball. And the same thing with Fant on the earlier throw. If they'd have bothered to dive. You don't see that often with receivers too much these days anymore. So Smith again in the gun. And it's a draw play to Charbonnet, who does get a significant amount back. Gets right to midfield, but still not enough for a 1st down. As they do a pan of the lower bowl of the stadium, looks like Cardinals fans are slightly outnumbering the Seahawks fans. We're under 11 to go now. Dixon gets the punt away. Oh. Dixon was able to get the ball to bounce out of bounds at the 2. Last thing the Cardinals needed. So they've got quite a ways to go to get a touchdown. And they've got to be quick about it because it's a 2-score game. Excuse me while I again go on another break. If you just arrived, I apologize. But if you want me to chat about something later on, feel free to express yourself. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, progress, it appears. James Conner. So they're up to the 23. Murray's now back to pass. And he gets it to Wilson, who gets out of bounds at the 39. So far, so good. And San Francisco's increased the lead again against Chicago. So Cardinals continue to take it downfield. Murray getting a pass off to McBride. And Murray continuing to do the no huddle. He's back to pass again. Gets it to McBride again. And a first down again. They really got something going on with this no huddle thing. Murray back to pass again. And being chased out of the pocket. And now he's going to run. And now he gets another first down with his legs. $14-yard gain for him. Ball's now at the 29.5 of the Seahawks. Again, he's back to pass. Gets it off quickly again to Benson, who's banged at the 25. But more positive yardage. And again, reps are standing in the way and making sure that the Seahawks can get set up. Murray hands it off to Connor, who gets 4, but short of a first down. Under 8 to go. And things are starting to really get interesting. And now they decide to huddle up because this is a big one. Want to make sure they get it right. Murray's in the gun. Connor's to his right. Trips to Connor, then moves to his left. And Higgins, the tight end, in motion. Murray back to pass. And he lofts it up. And try to get it to Harrison, who was battling with a Seattle defender for getting to the ball. That was Witherspoon. Buffalo scored again. Ryland's going to do the field goal attempt. Oh, it doinked. It was a 40-yard attempt. All right. So the Seahawks get the ball back at the 30. Smith is under center and audibling. 7:16 left. They hand it off to Charbonnet, who gets nothing. Nate Burleson saying Allen of the Bills is punching it in like a past due noticed. Arizona's calling a timeout early. So, quick timeout. Smith is in the gun. He's back to pass. In trouble, but he gets it off to Charbonnet. And gets to the 38. 2 yards short of a first down, though. Ball looks like it's more at the 37.5. So 2.5 yards to go for a first down. Smith is in the gun. Smith back to pass, and he gets it to Metcalf, who was forced out of bounds. First down for Seattle. Excuse me for a few. Okay. Smith hands off to Charbonnet, who does not get anything. Cardinals take yet another timeout. Bears have scored again to try and cut into the lead. .542 left. 2nd and 10. On the Cardinals 49. Smith in the gun. Empty backfield. He's back to pass. Gets it off again for another first down, this time to Smith and Jigba. This is not looking good. And they call their final timeout. Smith is in the gun. He hands it off to McIntosh, who was initially stopped at the line of scrimmage, but manages to move forward and get 1.5 yards. So the Cardinals are out of timeouts, and they're down a defensive lineman, apparently. It's Lopez. Wouldn't be surprised if he's got a cramp. And I need to leave for a bit. Okay, I'm back at the action, and Charbonnet gets a 30. It's third down now. So it's third and 3. And the Cardinals have to, at the very least, hold them to a field goal. So it's imperative they stop them here. And they hand it off to Charbonnet again, and he gets the first down. And I'm not sure if that's a flag or a towel on the field. Nope, they're saying it's a flag. Then again, maybe it is a towel. So unless they get a turnover somehow and return it for a touchdown, the Seahawks are going to win this game. And it's nearing 4 o'clock. So I will not be enjoying the Sunday night football on NBC highlights before the game there starts. McIntosh gets the handoff, but only gets a yard, maybe a half a yard. So next week, the Cardinals play the Patriots at home. With the any given Sunday rule, the Patriots, who have been at least playing hard, despite all their losing, they managed to stop Charbonnet from gaining much yardage. Gets about 2, and it's a 2-minute warning, speaking of the number 2. So what it looks like is going to happen is they're going to kick a field goal. I think I'm going to call it. I just don't see a way back. So I'm going to be coming back in about a little over an hour to do the Chiefs and the Chargers game. Whoever showed up already, I'm sorry. It's pretty much over. Bye-bye. Bye, Bonds.